All right, everyone. Hi, and welcome to Instagram Marketing 101 and just owning your power on social media. So, my intention for you in this training is to teach you the principles and rules of Instagram and marketing so that you can more confidently approach building a social brand and understand the strategy behind creation better than anyone else in your niche. So let's dive right in. So the power of Instagram. I love Instagram because it is one of the most powerful platforms for small businesses today. With 1 billion users, your ideal client is likely on there whether they're using it for spending their money with you or not. What I mean by that is Instagram is so powerful because we're able to inject our message to our ideal clients while they're consuming content and enjoying their everyday life. So this is not a Google search. This is not someone searching for your product or service, but it's consistently staying top of mind and injecting our messaging into the content that our ideal clients are already consuming. So the global connection Instagram gives is amazing. So it's not restricted to where you are or by who you know. You can connect with anyone in the world, provided that you can offer them some sort of value, some sort of solution to their problem. You can foster relationships. The features that Instagram offers are great for relationship building between direct messages, following people, the explore page. It all helps you to find, connect with, and build relationships with anybody that you want. So unlike Facebook, unless a user's profile is private, you can find and follow anyone and it doesn't require an invitation, which I love. Organization and features. So I just am obsessed with how organized an Instagram profile is. It just gives me such satisfaction. Everything is on one page. You can easily see somebody's bio. You can easily see someone's highlights, their call to action through their website link, and an overview of their feed. This is also very different from Facebook. In my opinion, Facebook makes it hard to know where to direct the user next. Instagram gives you a very straightforward path onto where to direct your audience and what next step you want them to take. So far, all of my leads and sales have come from Instagram. And believe me when I say building a brand on here will result in revenue growth and also happiness and satisfaction. Instagram is such an uplifting place, and I've learned so much from the platform. Whereas some other platforms might be a place to complain or vent or a place for negativity, Instagram, I believe, is a really positively powerful platform. It's important to understand that Instagram's number one goal is to increase the user's time spent on the app. So Instagram wants you to be engaging to your audience. They want you to post stories and videos and use the tools available to you because they want you to succeed so that you can contribute to the time spent on the app for your users. Features and options are going to change for the purpose of this goal. So when Instagram started, there were different features available, and over time, stuff evolves and new features become available. And this is going to continue to evolve and change. But the main thing to know is that utilizing these features are only going to contribute to this goal and only going to contribute to you becoming more visible. All right, so Instagram was originally known for influencers. And if you've been on the app a while, you probably remember seeing a lot of outfit, hair, and makeup posts, which still exists, but it's evolved. And one problem I see is not knowing the difference between an entrepreneur and an influencer, which makes sense because you were likely conditioned to think, I'm on Instagram, so I have to look good, dress cute, and be super enthusiastic and bubbly, show people what I'm wearing, all that good stuff. And you're wondering why this isn't resulting in sales. And here's the difference. The influencer creates content based on what they want to share. They share what they like. And their main goal is to grow an audience, any audience, so they can increase their followers and more brands will use them to promote their products. And sales is a result of that. So they are working individually with different brands. An entrepreneur creates content based on what the ideal client needs, not just any viewer. The content is value-based and not just based on what you like. A successful entrepreneur on Instagram identifies their ideal client's pain points. So for example, a pain point could be struggling with weight loss, and they offer a solution to that pain point. For example, here's an at-home 5-minute workout. The objective for an entrepreneur is to grow deep and not wide. So nurturing each follower and building relationships is what is going to propel you to success, and not just getting as many followers as possible. As an entrepreneur, you are the ultimate goal of what and who your ideal client wants to be. So this means that you're going to embody like an influencer, but give value like an entrepreneur. So you can still share what you like and what your day looks like. You just have to add a little value to that. So for example, if you want to share a book you love, you're going to share that because that's going to help someone else with a goal that they want to achieve. For example, I really like the book Think and Grow Rich. So I'm going to talk about that on my Instagram because it's taught me different ways to think about money and think about goals. So that could help somebody else. That's adding value. Another way is through sharing your morning routines and your day-to-day. Because the point is, the person wants to work with you because they see that you are killing it and you're offering the most value to them in your space. And your routines and your likes support that. So what you're doing is helping you kill it, is helping you achieve your goals. And so your viewers want to be that. So you are the ultimate goal of what and who your ideal client wants to be. All right, now I want to talk about blockers and freedom, because you might be saying to yourself, okay, Olivia, that's all fine and great. But number one, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And number two, no one's going to want to listen to me. So this is where we're going to start to shape your new beliefs and actions towards social media and your business. So we're going to talk about the things that rain on your parade and the things that will make the clouds part and the sun just shine down on you. So I want to talk about some things that are blockers to your success. The first is blame. Blame is assigning responsibility for a fault. So when you say, I'm not growing my business because I didn't grow up in an entrepreneur household, so I don't have as much experience or as much support as Sally Sue, you're placing blame and giving your power away. So think about the stories that you're telling yourself to identify that and to take back your power. So don't blame others. The next is perfectionism. And I smiled at myself as I wrote this because this is something that I struggle with. We struggle with it because we want things to look good and we want our messaging to come through so clear to people. And something that we might not realize is no one has the same experiences as we do. Nobody has learned the exact same things, has had the same experiences. So there's no way to exactly portray or teach everything at once or everything that's in your head. So think about that the next time you create something and you're, spending so much time creating this one thing. Once you put something out, it could be a little tidbit of information. Someone is going to get something out of it. Perfectionism creates procrastination. It doesn't allow you to get your message out there to at least a few people. The next is lack of clarity. So if you are trying to be everything for everyone, you're likely going to attract no one. So think about, are you talking and posting about too many different things and too many different ideas? Your followers might be easily confused because they're not in your brain. So try not to overload them with too many ideas, too many options, or too different messaging. The next is ineffective strategy. So the best example that I can think of here is buying followers. Someone might have told you one time that buying followers are going to add to your brand and make you look better and increase your engagement and increase your sales. And you did it, and you found out that it caused more harm than good. Maybe you've taken another training or another course on social media, but the strategies that they gave didn't wasn't something that you could keep up with for whatever reason. So ineffective strategy really is a time waster. And the last thing is insecurity. And insecurity is something we all deal with. It's uncertainty or anxiety about ourselves. And just know that you've gotten to this point in your life because of your experiences, because of the things that have shaped you, and because of your beliefs. And all of those things are worthy of being shared. You're worthy. So get over yourself and just put yourself out there, and that's going to help you to gain confidence. So in addition to those blocks, there's also things that create freedom. And we're going to go through those. So the first is ownership. So the opposite of blame is ownership, is owning everything that you do, your wins and your losses, your ups and downs. You own them. The next thing is messy action. So that's the opposite of perfectionism. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. Whoever takes the most action wins, and you will get better. The first time that you do something is not going to be the best time that you do it. So just get out there and take that messy action. The next thing is clarity. So really getting clear on your message. Who do you want to speak to? What is your message? What do you want to tell people? What next steps do you want them to take? Be clear with that and reiterate it over and over and over again. The next is effective strategy rather than ineffective strategy. And the things that you're going to learn here are proven techniques that have worked over thousands and thousands and thousands of businesses, and also age-old marketing techniques that massive corporations still use today. And lastly, confidence. You are amazing. You need to hype yourself up and get out there and be proud of yourself because you deserve it. You've gotten to this point for a reason, and people want to see the confidence in you, and that is going to give them more confidence. And what's better than using your social media to influence other people's confidence and empowerment? I think that that is just the best thing that you can use it for. So here are some marketing golden rules before we get into the marketing bit of this training. So first being, whoever gives the most value will gain the most clients. So I often find myself saying, give value, give value, give value. And what I mean by that is teach your audience something. Educate them on what you know. You are then going to become an authority for those clients and that audience, and they're going to trust you and give their business to you. The next is vanity metrics. So what I mean by that is the amount of followers you have, the amount of likes you get. Vanity metrics do not measure revenue. The only number that matters is the number in your bank account. So please get rid of the idea that having 100,000 followers or 10,000 followers is going to make you better. What's going to make you better is understanding marketing and building relationships and moving people through the consumer journey, which we'll talk about in a minute. The next is the human brain is drawn to nice aesthetics. So I know a lot of you are like, I want my Instagram feed to look better. I want my post to look good. How do I make it look good? And you're right in wanting those things because symmetry, vibrancy, and clarity in aesthetics is going to draw more people to you, and they're going to more easily be attracted to your brand. And the last thing that I want you to know is marketing is repeating the same message over and over in different ways. So getting back to that clarity example that I was talking about, you want to get clear on your messaging and just distribute that message over and over and over again. You don't have to recreate things every day. You just have to know what your message is and get it out there over and over. So next we're going to get into the actual marketing side of this and the consumer journey. And the consumer journey is so important for you to understand. The customer this is something that every single customer will go through. And some will take, 5 minutes, And some will take years, and some will never get to the end of this journey. But it's important for you to understand and important to know what happens in each scenario. So the first step in any customer's, clients, anybody's journey is awareness. They have to know that your business exists. The next is interest. They have to become interested in what you're doing or what you're selling. Then they move to consideration, which is basically contemplating the options. Are they going to buy? Are they not going to buy? Are they going to buy now or are they going to wait? Are they going to buy from you or are they going to buy from somebody else? The next is purchase. This is where someone makes a decision and actually buys or begins to work with you or signs up for your program or whatever call to action that you've provided for them. So they've made the purchase and they're in. And the final stage of the customer journey is retention. So a lot of you have probably heard of buyer's remorse, and this is where that would happen, or they're very satisfied with your product. Maybe they become an advocate of your product, maybe they purchase again, or maybe they're just happy with that one purchase that they have. And each stage of this customer journey lines up with social media and lines up with what we're going to go throughout this course. Awareness lines up with building your audience. So I'm going to teach you how to build an audience to make more people aware of your business. The next is interest, and we're going to teach you how to promote your unique value so that your ideal clients in your niche are going to become interested in what you're selling. The third, consideration. We're going to nurture relationships here. We're going to build trust with your followers so that they know you are the very best person to work with here, and it's urgent that you take action on this. The fourth is purchase, calls to action. So we're going to teach you different calls to action that you can use to move people along in their purchase decision and make it clear on what the next step is for that person. And finally, retention. We're going to help you to create advocates for your brand. Get those reviews and testimonials in, get those referrals in, and learn how to use those customers to become either lifelong customers or to use them for referrals or whatever that customer is going to go into next. So in the next section, we'll go through each of these elements so that you can start owning your power on social media. And I'm so excited to go through all those things with you. And I hope you enjoyed your first training. And of course, you know where to find me if you have any questions, and I'd love to hear your biggest takeaway from this training. Thanks so much, everyone, and we'll chat soon.